Hello everyone, and today we'll be looking at the Jurassic live forums because the flock update the 1.7 slash the flock update patch notes have came out on the forums, and we're gonna check them out today and tell my opinion on them. So it says here we got including flocks, new creatures, new abilities, new raid bosses, new achievements, what's improved, onboarding improvements, creature updates, fixes, and unknown issues. Okay, whatever. So we have flock creatures now. It says here that the description says tiny creatures have made their way into Jurassic world alive in the form of flocks. Flocks are groups of free creatures who work as one in battle. Each flock counts as one member of your team. Flock creatures have some special attributes that make them more valuable in battle. With Absorb, flocks can withstand powerful attacks and keep fighting, losing one flock member at a time, but watch out for group attacks. These can take an entire flock that runs. Each flock, with Rally, flocks can call a new member into the fray after one is defeated, but remember, healing abilities cannot trigger a rally. Okay, so the new creature, these are some of the new creatures that have the flock up, that are flock creatures, meaning they'll come in pairs of 3. Dodo, Constant Office Gen 2, Dodo Sevia, and Comptus Collis. So, the first creature we have is Constant Office Gen 2, which is a rare creature. Constant Office Gen 2 is a genetic variant of the epic Constant Office. While not as fast, this flock creature may have many alert abilities, making it a supported member of your team. Constant Office is a cunning hit and run expert, using Constant Office swap prevention to pin opponents and nullifying effects to break them down. Okay, it has a Zorb, which I'm guessing probably means it takes less damage, which is as Alert Swarm, which means I'm guessing this is the lockdown effect, and I'll explain what the alert thing does. The alert thing is that little blue and black thing on top. That means it's an alert attack. We have alert the flock, courageous alert, mock and block, hop and mock, and impact on run. Bumpy, a fan favorite. A lot of people actually thought this was gonna come to the update. I'm probably sure there's gonna be at least one person who's upset that it isn't Baby Bumpy. But I mean, are you really just gonna pit a baby against a bunch of dangerous hybrids and even regular non hybrid dinos? Yeah. Most of you probably know that he's from Camp Cretaceous, and he's a resilient swapping tank. He has Stunning Alert, which is one of his passives. Wait a minute. Why is the alert? If the alert is down here. Okay, I don't understand. Okay. So that was a bit confusing. Why is it down here? Oh wait, actually I realized. Yeah, it does. Some of them are on the top, but this one's on the bottom. I'm guessing, I don't know why. For the little dot with the 2 arrows, black and blue. Also has superior vulnerability, instant invincibility taunt, and group taunting shield impact. This is probably gonna be a creature. This is probably gonna be a decent raid creature for epic raids. Yeah, I can see this as being not only a good PvP creature, but also good for raids as well. Now we have Dodo. I'm guessing people, we kind of got some of a spoiler. Well, not really, because for the April Fools, maybe that was like a spoiler or something. I'm not sure. But we now have Dodo, which makes me wonder a few things. That if they're gonna add more birds as flocks. So yeah, it's cunning and yeah, it's a cunning creature. It has a Zorb, like most of it has a Zorb. It has Flightless Strike. It has Protective Alert and Alert Decoy. Now we have Constant Office. Yeah, these ones are based. These ones, Constant Office Gen 1 is based off of the one from Jurassic World. No, Jurassic Park: The Lost World. That's a little bit confusing for me. It's a cunning creature, like most of these flock creatures. It has a Zorb. It has Alert Swarm, Alert the Flock. It has Cunning Strike, Alert Scurry, and a Mock and Block. I'm guessing Alert the Flock sounds like something you would. In the beginning, they said like rally, so I'm guessing. Yeah, never mind. I got no clue. We'll just have to wait until we figure out. So we got a new hybrid, which is Dodo Sevia, which is a hybrid of Dodo and Sevia. Actually, I usually call it Intronavia. Yeah, I think it's Intronavia. Oh god. Also, fun fact. So Intronavia has not as getting a new hybrid this patch. It will be the only besides Noda Potatosaurus. I kind of forgot, but you know what I'm talking about. Noda Apatosaurus. It will be the second creature. It will be the first non-hybrid creature to have 3 hybrids. So that's cool. It has Ezorb. It has Flightless Strike, Protective Alert, Revenge Destructing Impact, and Alert Decoy. And then we have Constant Office, which is a hybrid of Constant Office and Diplocalus Gen 2. Oh wait a minute. Wait a minute. Welcome Constant Office, Jurassic World's first unique hybrid of non-hybrid components. Oh, actually, that is actually kind of a bit cool. You're probably gonna work. That technically means you have to work less. That technically means that. Yeah, that technically means you have to work less harder for it. All you need to do is level up the creatures and get the DNA. You don't have to get a whole another creature before actually unlocking, having the ability to get another creature. I think that's pretty cool. I may be wrong about the fact that it's a bit faster, but it probably is. We has Absorb, Swap and Distraction, Cunning Strike, Hop and Mock, Restricted Group of Distraction, and Alert Scurry. And oh boy, the Apex. Yeah, a lot of people have been waiting for this. We got Refrage. I'm going to try to say this. Refrainatam. I'm just gonna call it Refe or Natam. Yeah, I think Natam sounds pretty cool. I'm just gonna call it Natam. So Natam is a cunning creature. Looking from the model, it looks strange. It looks like the big part that's looking down, the big black part looks like a wing, and then the other part looks like its head. Oh wait, Dilophosaurus. Oh, it's a Dilophosaurus. Okay, that's pretty cool. I really thought it was gonna be a pterosaur. I really wanted a pterosaur apex. That would be pretty cool. Or a like a prehistoric mammal. Well, anyways, it has alert counter distraction. It has swap and distraction, cunning strike, alert notification, cunning rampage, and super distraction. Well, those are all the creatures. Those are all the new creatures for the update. So let's look at the new abilities. Flock creatures have. So basically, it says here that flock creatures have different abilities. The alert abilities do different things depending on if they're secure or threatened. I'm pretty sure there are some non-flock creatures also have it, so it's also based off of HP. And no, I don't have a speech impediment. It's just kind of hard with all this information. So basically, when a flock has all three of its members, it'll have a secure state. But when it doesn't have three members, it will be a friend. I don't know and then it's gonna be for creatures that aren't flock creatures that have the alert abilities. I'm guessing there's gonna be like a certain number of HP you have to have. You have to have or be below of to become threatened. So that's what I'm guessing. Yeah, it says here with threshold and total HP. So yeah. So we have alert counter distraction. While secure, after receiving and surviving a physical attack, reduces attacks damage a cumulative 10% for 4 attacks lasting 2 turns. And then while threatened, it's the exact same thing, except instead of 10%, it's 15%. We have alert decoy. While secure, highest damage opponent attack times 2, meaning gets a rampage of 100% crit chance. That's pretty good. Self-sacrifice 34%. This is technically the first attack in the game. I always wanted a mechanic like this, where you do a big attack, but you sacrifice some of your HP like a recoil attack. I don't technically this, and I return the hand. So I'm guessing you lose HP, and then you do a big attack, you lose HP, and then you swap into something else. Okay. Oh, while ability is disabled. This is technically also the third attack. This is also the first ability that can get disabled. I always also wanted something like that, where an attack will actually get disabled, and it wouldn't be because of delay or count or cooldown. I think that's pretty cool. It also seems very balanced. Alert notification. While secure, priority all opponents removes beneficial effects, reduces target's damage 50% for 4 attacks lasting 2 turns, 2-turn cooldown. While threat and priority removes, it does the exact same thing except 75%. So I'm guessing most of these attacks are gonna do what your threatened is gonna do. Like the destruction and nullification, the cutting attacks seem like they're gonna do more damage. See, when you're threatened, they have a greater effect, but the non-distracting attacks and other stuff can only be used when it's like have more benefit to you when they're secure. For instance, look at like this one, alert scurry and alert decoy. If you read this, while secure, alert scurry. While secure, highest damage enemy. Times attack reduces target's damage 50%. 2 for 2 attacks lasting 1 turn. 3 turn cooldown. While threatened attacks enemies for 1.5 attack. Reduces, targets same thing. Targets the highest damage enemy. Reduces 1.5 lasting 1 turn. Self-reinforce 75%. Okay, so this one, it heals you. And I'm guessing, since it says reinforce instead of heals, I'm guessing for frog creatures, it brings back another creature. That's what I'm guessing, but I could be wrong. But yeah, it seems that the non-distracting attacks have a lesser effect when you're threatened. I'm guessing it makes sense because it technically makes sense because if you're scared, imagine if you're trapped by someone, you're running away from a killer, and then you're very scared, and you're trying to run away and escape. Would you just run? You would probably like try to throw some things behind, but your main goal is to get away, not really to fight the killer. So it makes sense why, because it seems like they're more scared. Whether or not they're more scared. So that's what I'm guessing. Why these big hit attacks, alert decoy and alert scurry, do more damage and are much better once secure. Next we have alert the flock. Once secure, the ability is disabled. Meaning you can't use it at all. It doesn't have a cooldown. But while threatened, oh yeah, this is a passive. Of course it doesn't have a cooldown. I'm dumb sometimes. Self, rally, heal. Okay, so if it says rally, heal, that means, okay, so when self reinforces, it probably means heal. Rally heals 66.7 chance to dodge, lasting for 2 attacks, lasting this turn, unable to swap for 2 turns. We have alert swarm, which once secure, when the opponent attempts to leave, it's swap prevention. So it's basically just swap prevention, except it only works when you're secure, while when you're threatened, it's disabled because you're scared. Because the creatures are scared and less likely to actually try to attack. And it's like a logical standpoint. Like I said before, if you're scared, if you're scared of something, you're less likely to go after it. You're scared. Of course you're not gonna go try to attack it. You're gonna try to run away or you escape from the situation. We have courageous alert. 1 secure, lowest enemy, 1 attack of critical int. 1 threatened, 1 lowest enemy. Okay, this is courageous. Yeah, basically, like I was saying. So this one isn't like a distraction attack, but since it says, yeah, whatever. You probably understand what I'm saying. Trying to understand. While threatened, lowest enemy HP, 1 attack, 50% critical chance, 70. Okay, so you get when you're threatened, you get a dodge chance, but you get dodge, so you mean allows you to take less damage, but you only get 50% crit chance instead of a guaranteed. That makes sense. Protective alert. All opponents It cleanses yourself. All opponents, reduces damage by 50% for 4 attacks lasting 2 turns. Renders target vulnerable for 4 attacks lasting 2 turns. Cooldown free. While threatened, secure, reinforces 33.4% HP. All opponents, reduces target damage 50%. Reduces target damage 50% for 4 turns lasting 3 attack 2 turns. Now 4 attacks lasting 2 turns with a cooldown of 3. Stunning alert, which I think is the last alert attack. I think this is the last alert attack, I think. Highest damage opponent, 100% to stun, unable to stop for 2 turns. Oh, okay, that seems pretty good. Seems very good. This means that's pretty good. Oh, what happened? Okay, I was back. And while threatened, 33.4 chance to stun, and you're not able to stop for 2 turns. Flightless strike. Lowest HP opponent bypasses armor times 1 attack, meaning base damage. Reduces target's critical chance by 100% for 2 attacks lasting 1 turn. Remove attack increase. Group taunting shields impact. Self taunts 1 turn. All allies and self gains 50% shield against 2 attacks lasting 2 turns. Highest damage enemy 1.5 attack cooldown 2. Hop and Monk. Priority self cleanse. Taunt for 1 turn. 75 chance to dodge. So, wait a minute. There's a 75% chance to dodge. But if I go up here, yeah, courageous. Okay, so I forgot dodge. I'm kind of think. Am I losing brain cells? I forgot dodge doesn't. Even if dodge does no longer blocks all damage. How did I forget that? Target must buff lasting damage of 2 attacks lasting this turn. Must buff enemy removes all beneficial effects. Cooldown 1. Restricted group distraction. All opponents attack 1.5 reduces target's damage 50% for 2 attacks lasting 1 turn. Cooldown 2. That seems. Wait. What is the point? Okay, hits all opponents. Okay, I see now. Okay. So it's just basically group distraction, except it attacks instead. They could just put group distraction impact. I don't really understand why they had to make it put restricted. Weird. And then lastly we have super distraction. This is priority, highest damage, it targets the highest damage opponent, removes dodge, attacks 1.5, reduces target. Okay, this is only for your highest. Okay, this is actually pretty cool. So basically, if the opponent with the most highest damage, it will target them. It will do a weak attack. That's only a 1.5, meaning that the attack is going to be cut. The damage to that opponent is going to be cut in half. But you remove their dodge. You have a 25% chance to stun, and you reduce their damage 50% for 2 attacks lasting 1 turn. But for all opponents, it's a one-time attack. Reduces attack, so you don't remove their dodge and have a chance to stun. So I understand. So basically, it does more things to the strongest of. It's gonna hit everybody, but it's gonna do less damage to the highest damage enemy, but it's gonna have more. It has the chances. It has more effects to it, which makes it better. While all to everyone else, it's just a one-time attack that reduces damage for 50% for 2 attacks lasting 1 turn. It has a 1-turn delay and a 2-turn cooldown. Let me just remove all this. Let's get to the new raid bosses. So, Woolly Mammoth is getting replaced by Blue. And it's just kind of understandable. Like, we already have Mammotharium. So either one of them meaning we can just get the hybrid. And yeah, sure, there's like Woolly Mammoth has other hybrids, but it's kind of a little bit unnecessary. Maybe they could have like taken down Mammotharium, but I'm guessing more angry players. But I don't know, more players will probably get somewhat more angrier if they took down the hybrid instead of just the regular creature, the regular non-hybrid base creature. So I'm guessing that's why it's getting replaced. And on Tuesday Tuesday there's already a common raid boss. May 11th, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a Wednesday. So yeah, May 11th, we are getting Mammalenia as the common boss. I can't wait for, maybe we can actually solo this. You can solo Carno with Purple Leaf, but you need to put some health boost on it, and maybe even some attack boost. You need to put boost on it before, or else it won't work even at the max possible level for the raid. Yeah, that'll be coming out. Oh no, it's coming out the 16th. That's okay. The 19th, which I'm guessing is also Wednesday. And lastly, Natem, Retchford Natem is coming on. Sorry about that, I had to do something. So yeah, Retro Farm is coming on May 28th. So we have 3, I'm guessing. Now here's my theory. Here's my theory. There's gonna be my theory is that there's gonna be the next 2 raid boss. We have 4 raid bosses already, and we're getting a 5th one. So my theory is that we're gonna get 1 more fierce raid boss, and we're gonna get 1 wild card raid boss. I don't know which day it's gonna be, but we're gonna get at least the next raid bosses are gonna be fierce and wild card. Now we have new achievements. Epic Generosity, donate 3,000 Epic DNA. Epic Gratitude, receive 200 Epic DNA donations. Wait. Does that mean we have to like do this Does that mean we have to do this 200 times? Or it just, I don't know. So are we either like doing this? Does that mean we have to technically do this 100 times, or it's just talking about how much DNA you get from one single donation? But it says donations and not donation, which is a bit worrying, because that achievement will probably take like more. You only get 1 achievement. If this is what I'm actually thinking about, that we have to actually get 200 donations, then that could take like months. Heck, maybe even a year. That's a bit worrying. I'm hoping that it's not what I think it is, and we just need to get 1. It's just 1 donation. Then we have Exploring the West. We need to get Stegosaurus level 15. Exploring Europe, getting Shifamamus to level 15. Exploring East, getting Rinchina to level 15. Size doesn't matter. Create 4 fog creatures. Strafe in numbers. Win 50 PvP battles using fog creatures. No, strafe in numbers. Win 50 PvP battles using frog creatures. Bite-sized brute, evolve constant office to level 15. Building coverage, choose the ability Courageous Alert 3 times. On point, get 30 direct hits on epic frog creatures. Okay, wait, we have what's improved. We now have onboarding improvements. So basically, we can now, when you're in the campaign, you can now somehow, I don't know how it's gonna look like, but you can now travel between your creature roster, and you can travel between your creature roster and the campaign to level the creatures up, so you're able to do not raids, the campaign. And now players, now you only have to complete campaign chapter 2, which is the fierce chapter, in order to unlock raids. So we have creature updates. We're also getting a stat boost shuffle. And oh boy, this update, so 2 creatures got debuffed and 2 creatures got buffed. And everyone knows what creature we're looking at right now. Metrodon, the broken Permian sailback boy that just destroyed everything. You loved it. If Bruce didn't make the game hard for you, this is the person that would probably do it for Ludia themselves. So Metrodon now has fierce impact, meaning that it has no more long rampages. Now its resistances is no longer, it doesn't have any resistance to crit, which I think it's a bit weird considering you only have a 5% crit chance, but I'm guessing somehow it has a higher, somehow it just keeps critting people, so some people just got angry. It's a bit weird. Only has a 5% crit chance. It has a 75% speed reduction, and I know one of Metrodon has a really good moveset and a bunch of resistances, which makes it really good. But I think what really made it really good was that one resistance of speed decrease. All you need to do was just level it up to level 20, put a bunch of speed boosts on it, and then you could probably just outspeed anything, and nobody could stop you. And then 25 damage is 50% to 25%. It's not damage reduction, but but now it has even less reduction. I guess I don't understand. It's pretty to make a balance. And Sarkowex, the other broken. To be honest, Sarkowex wasn't really that broken. It's just that it was just too good of a creature, since it was used in high tiers, so everyone got mad. So now it has, instead of 117 speed, it has 113 speed, meaning a lot of creatures, not a decent amount of creatures, can outspeed it. It's still a speed decrease. It still decreased your speed. Its attack has gone down to 130 to 100 because it has ferocious. It can still raise it, but now it just does less damage. But it did get a health buff, so it's from 4,000 to 200 to 4,050, and now it no longer has an immune. It does not have a 100% resist, only 75%. I think another thing that made Psycho, since Psycho had a decent amount of speed, a decent amount of creatures that didn't, even if they had boost, Yeah, but now if you have a creature that will speed decrease, you can still decrease its speed. And I think personally, it seems that speed decrease seems kind of broken to me. Like no matter, all it takes is just one speed decrease, and you're gonna be slow. Even if you have like a 75 or honestly have a 100% decrease, you're just gonna immediately become slower. I feel like I think that's how I feel about speed decrease. Just the, the, the only thing that really matters is if your creature actually is immune to it or not immune to it. Because if you're not immune, if you're not having a 100% resist to it, then you're just gonna become slower, no matter what. Now we're gonna look at the buff creatures. So yeah, Dracoceratosaurus, one of the new uniques that no one really used, is got a buff. So instead of cunning impact, it has cunning rampage. It has its speed has been up from 117 to 119, and it has a 100% speed decrease. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now it might actually become more viable than Dracoceratops. And Skuna has also got a buff. Instead of minor resilient counter, it got. I don't even know if it had the counter. I don't know if it had the counter or not, but now it has medium resilient counter attack. It has group. Its group destruction became restricted group of destruction. I don't know if groups. I'm kind of a bit confused if it. That means if it hits restricted group destruction, hits all targets or just hits one. Yeah. Sorry, I had to do something. I don't know. And yeah, I still don't know if restricted group destruction gives destruction to all targets but only hits one, or hits all targets and gives destruction to all targets. And instead of 5,700 health, it has 5,850 health. And lastly, what's fixed? About 200. Oh. Raid boss hitboxes were too huge. Wait, what? Are they saying like the raid bosses were just too big? Or because this isn't like RP. I'm a bit confused about what they mean by hitboxes. This isn't like a RPG. This isn't like one of those games where the boss is. This isn't like Dark Souls, where Dark boss has an actual hitbox. Like you choose your in Jurassic Alive, you choose your attack, and then it hits the attack it does damage, and this is what it does depending on the target that attack targets. I'm a bit confused by what they mean by raid boss hitboxes are too large. Apple device players may receive offline and push notifications when online. Okay. Raid invite push notifications are only in English. That I don't know what to think about that, because I honestly know what the raid and push notification to raid button looks like. And yes, from my alliance, I have gotten it from a Spanish member, but I don't really know that much. If it's a bad, no, whatever. I mean, yeah. Icons and buttons are displayed on screen after a drone session or opening input to a gig on a 1 gig Apple device. And that's it. So So what I think about the update, I think it's pretty good. Very good. We're getting a boost shuffle. Actually, I think there was a thing about boost shuffles. Let me see that. Yeah, so here's the boost shuffle. Yeah, the stat boost shuffle event. This also on May 13 to May 19, where you need to log into your game during a scheduled time. During this limited time, all your stat boost will be allocated to your creatures. However, you will be able to refund them and require all the stat boosts free of charge. Ooh. That means normally in the game, you would only get 50 of your stat boosts back when you wanted to refund your stat boosts, but now you get all of them back. That technically means that shows actually a lot of potential. That means you're able to resort your stat boost amongst your team members and for like raids. So now raids are gonna be raids that involve needing a stat boost in order to needing a stat boosted creature in order to succeed are gonna benefit from this, because now you're able to shuffle your stat. Now if you need to move your stat boosts and stuff to a different creature, you can do it free of charge, meaning you can always just leave it, and when you want to add your stat boost back, you can just take it off the creature that has the stat boost for the raid and just put it back on your PvP creature. This event is not to be confused with a stat boost reset. That would be when players are still charged with normal stat boost refund at 50% rate. Okay, so basically all this does is that when you basically that technically means all we're getting is that now we are able to refund our stat boost and get all of them back. I was like expecting, when I heard stat boost shuffle event, I was really expecting like that players we would get access. There would be an event that would give out more stat boosts to players to make it more. Yeah, I was really expecting that it would just give out more. There would be an event that would give out stat boosts, but I guess I was wrong. I mean, that seems still pretty good, but not what I was expecting. So what I think about this new update, I think Ludia actually did it pretty well. I still am a bit confused. All the secure things, that's probably gonna take a while. We still don't understand. I still don't know how flock creatures are gonna have HP or just a number, or like a number or something. I don't know. I think they're gonna have HP. We also don't know the stats. And I also have a few theories, but I think I'm gonna talk about that in a later video, another time. But other than that, I wanna say see ya, and thank you for watching.